Hi guys, welcome to China Perspective. My name is 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗃 and you may know me as a German recruiter in Asia. Today I'm standing in front of the Nantong Bridge behind me, which I'm not sure if you can see it on a foggy day. I just got to Nantong. Nantong Bridge is about 8 kilometers long and one of the longest cable-stayed bridges in the world. Over the recent years, more and more of my European manufacturing clients have been moving towards Nantong. So today, this is where I am as well. Nantong is what we would call a smaller Chinese city, if you will, with a population of only around 7 million people. If you're from Europe like I am, I know you're laughing right now because our cities are tiny by comparison. So Nantong is not a first-tier city like Shanghai, but it is a second-tier city like many cities in the area such as Suzhou, Taicang, Kunshan, and so on, all nearby here. The city of Nantong has had multiple names throughout its history, including Hailing, Tung, and Jinghai. In 1724, the prefecture was renamed Nantong, which means southern Tung, so Nan means south. This was done to avoid confusion with another administrative division named Tungzhou, nearby Beijing, in the north. People in the city of Nantong speak a unique dialect, which sounds nothing like standard Mandarin or even any other dialect, and it's different even from the neighboring dialect spoken here. While comparatively mid-level in size and also in the vicinity of several other cities which are very well developed and create a competition for companies, for employees and for investment, Nantong is gaining more interest in China's industrial landscape. It has a very convenient logistical location along the Yangtze River, provides easy access to both domestic and international shipping routes. This is making it a good option for manufacturing businesses. Nantong was historically known as an agricultural area and a traditional site for salt making. The city's transportation infrastructure here, which is comprising of a high-speed train and road connections, improves its connectivity to other cities in the Yangtze River Delta region. Nantong also benefits from its proximity to Shanghai Pudong International Airport, which makes it reasonably convenient for international trips as well. If you were to take a car from Pudong Airport to here, it'll be around 2 hours or so, depending on the traffic, and it's about 180 kilometers. The train connection would also depend on the train that you take. Maybe it would take you about 90 minutes. Nantong actually has several train stations, including high-speed rail links to Shanghai and other major cities, allowing for efficient movement of goods and people across China. You can also try and fly in directly, but to be honest, I have never been at Nantong Airport. It's too close to home for me to take a plane. But I do know that there are many domestic routes and also a few international ones. The city also has a port located along the Yangtze River, which is a key shipping hub facilitating easy access to international trade routes. The shipping corporation COSCO has a large port and ship repair yard on the river. It's called COSCO Nantong Shipyard Company Limited. The first shipyard of the COSCO group has placed itself adjacent to the busy port of Nantong. In recent years, several of my 𝗍 or Scandinavian or Benelux clients have relocated their manufacturing operations toward Nantong. They feel the city has some advantages which make the distance worth it. For example, there are significantly lower operating and labor costs. Labor and real estate costs in Nantong are significantly lower than in major Tier 1 cities. That does make it an attractive option for companies looking to optimize their cost structure while still maintaining access to a skilled workforce. An employee here makes a lot less than somebody in Shanghai for sure, but even less than an employee in cities like Suzhou, for example. At the same time, I'm a recruiter, the talent pool in Nantong is not yet as developed as in other places. Especially the ability to find English-speaking candidates can be severely limited compared to, for example, Shanghai or even Taicang. So if this is important to you, please be mindful of it. Nantong offers various incentives for foreign investment, particularly in high-tech, renewable and energy, as well as export-driven manufacturing sectors. This is also in line with China's general plans for development. Smart companies can realize support and or savings here if they do fall in one of these brackets. The city has also designated industrial parks and economic zones that offer tailored infrastructure and support for foreign businesses. So let's look at the key industries in Nantong. So Nantong has an existing industrial base with key sectors, including, for example, textile and garments. In fact, Nantong is one of China's largest textile exporters, particularly in fabrics, home textiles, and finished garments. Its established infrastructure makes it a key player in the textile supply chain. This historically was also one of the original industries taking up root in Nantong early on in the past. Then we have shipbuilding. Historically, Nantong has been a major hub for shipbuilding. Its strategic location on the Yangtze River behind me has enabled the development of several prominent shipyards, which manufacture everything really from large cargo ships to smaller vessels. But also machinery manufacturing is strong. Nantong's machinery sector spans general equipment to precision tool, and there's an increasing focus on automation and robotics. Again, this is also in line with a broader strategy for China. Also to note is renewable energy. In recent years, Nantong has seen a growth in the renewable energy sector, particularly in wind and solar energy, also aligning with China's national push for sustainability. In 2024, last year, Nantong's GDP was about $17 billion, a 6.2 increase from the last year. If you are a Western company, then you probably want to know if there are other Western companies around, and yes, there are. Besides some of my clients who tend to be on the SME or mid-cap side, there are also several Western or international companies that have established operations here in Nantong. One example you may know is Johnson Controls, so that's a global leader in building technologies, and they have manufacturing and R&D operations in Nantong. Another company which is very well known is Merck. That's a German company, so it makes me happy. Active in pharmaceuticals and chemicals is also here. There's also a major Japanese paper manufacturer who has operations focusing on paper and pulp industry, as well as another Japanese, a trading giant really involved in textiles and machineries called 𝗿𝗏𝗀. I hope I pronounced that right. While not as international as many other cities, for example, Taizang nearby has already just 500 German companies in its vicinities, Nantong is nonetheless developing really well and can absolutely be considered if you're looking to move. One reason for this are also the foreign investment zones. Nantong has developed several industrial zones designed to attract foreign investment. For example, the Nantong Economic Technological Development Area. Established in 1984, it is home to foreign enterprises like 𝗿𝗵𝗲𝗋 and Merck, offering good infrastructure and investment incentives. We also have Nantong Binhai Park. That's a huge area spanning about 820 square kilometers. And this park focuses on industries such as maritime, logistics, renewable energy, and electronics. It offers policies that support manufacturers seeking growth in these sectors. The Nantong government is certainly trying to attract manufacturing companies. Many of my clients tell me that many things are on the basis of negotiation. So that means if you're a Western firm wanting to relocate, you certainly want to speak to somebody from the local government. Maybe not personally, but that would be better, but at least via one of your agents. In general, the mayor of any city in China is a very important person who can take actual decisions, which is maybe different than what you and I are used to at home. In Nantong, just as many other cities, you may want to see and try if you can negotiate a discount for your lease of the land or a tax reduction for the first few years or any other benefit, especially now in times of economic slowness. Cities are very, very eager to attract companies that will bring jobs and tax revenue. Try it out. Please speak to qualified consultants in China. My firm does not offer this, but if you need a recommendation, you can reach out to me and I will gladly introduce you to a consultant that I know where my clients told me that they're happy with. But of course, there are also some challenges to consider before you just up and move your business to Nantong. The first is something very close to my heart: talent competition. So even though the workforce is a good size in Nantong, companies may face competition for skilled talent, particularly in high-tech fields where demand is growing. As mentioned earlier, somebody who is also speaking English well here locally will be much more difficult. What many of my clients are doing is that they still recruit their key personnel from other larger cities nearby and then pay them a premium to either be here Monday to Friday or to commute daily. Commuting is quite accepted in China, by the way. A 1 hour work way for one way is nothing. So 2 hours per day are quite within the accepted range. Another point to consider are environmental regulations. As China intensifies its focus on sustainability, business in high-polluting sectors may face stricter and stricter environmental regulations, requiring investment in cleaner technologies. Nantong specifically has experienced negative effects on pollution, so they are very serious about this. Again, this is not only Nantong specific, but this is important for you to know. If you fall under one of the dirty industries, then you will have heavy limitations and regulations. More and more companies are classified as dirty, and it will be costly to meet the environmental rules regarding this. So in conclusion, I am happy to be here. Even if it's a great day today, I will take an hour after my client visit to check out the city. I am not here often enough. I hope you liked this video and it gave you a little bit of an idea about the up-and-coming city of Nantong, its history, its industry, and what it can do for you as a Western company. Let me know your opinions and thoughts in the comment, like and subscribe for more. Bye guys!